Hi, it's Adrian Bo here, and today I'm on High Street, right on the corner of Wanzi in Randwick, to talk about and celebrate a great local institution and the local legends that built its reputation. Luigi Colucci, my uncle, was born in Rome in 1930 during the era of Benito Mussolini. They were harsh times in Italy, as Mussolini, also known as Il Duce, or to translate, the leader, wreaked havoc across Italian society. Joining Hitler in World War II, young Luigi Colucci, however, flourished in the carnage. At the age of 12, he worked as a barista in a busy Rome cafe. He also earned a crust as a mechanic and a painter. Alongside his jobs, he trained at a local boxing gym, and by the age of 16, he became the San Lorenzo amateur flyweight champion, and soon after he landed the prestigious Lazio Championship. Now, at the age of 21, Luigi Colucci became the captain of a motorcycle stunt troupe and turned professional in the boxing ring. Over the next few years, he progressed in the sport, including defeating the English welterweight champion Paul King in front of 60,000 spectators. That was in 1955. His boxing career brought him to Sydney to fight Australian boxers, which led him to settle here in Sydney, and soon he won the Australian middleweight title, defeating Billy McDonnell. In total, his boxing stats read 47 fights, 30 wins, 15 losses, 2 draws. What a great scorecard. Now, why I am recounting the tale of an Italian boxer here on High Street behind me in Randwick is because in 1957, he and his wife Eleni launched a coffee shop called Bar Colucci, originally on William Street, then in the Sydney iconic Victoria Street Darlinghurst, which was a cafe that was very, very well known, and most recently here in High Street, Randwick, up the road from where I'm standing. It became a local institution in Victoria Street over the years, serving amongst its customers Rocky Marciano, John Travolta, Luciano Pavarotti, Danny DeVito, Billy Connolly, Henry Winkler, who was the Fonz in Happy Days, as well as local legends like Macca McNamara, artist Brett Whiteley, boxer Tony Mundine, ABC chairman David Hill, plus many, many more. I distinctly recall sitting on the milk crates in Victoria Street, sipping on a cappuccino in my 20s with my Colucci cousins back then. Until the 1950s, there had been very strict government controls on the importation of coffee. Sydney was very much a tea-drinking city, so when an Italian-trained barista introduced well-made espresso, cappuccino and latte from the quality beans, it proved a game changer, and many other Italian coffee houses sprang up across the eastern suburbs. The popularity of Bar Colucci caused large crowds of people to spill out onto the footpath, drinking their coffee al fresco. Until then, this had been illegal, but a campaign to legalise it, led by supporters of Bar Colucci, changed the city forever. Luigi's wife, Eleni, whose idea it was to get Luigi out of the boxing ring by opening Bar Colucci, also had a tough background. Born in Romania from a Greek family, World War II was a brutal time in Romania. She suffered serious injuries, but she and her brother managed to escape in a boat and ended up in a Greek refugee camp for 3 years until they were put on an American warship, which brought them to a refugee camp in Bathurst, of all places. Luigi and Eleni went on a date to La Valencia restaurant to celebrate one of his boxing wins, and they fell for each other, and the rest is history. The cafe here in Randwick was opened as a result of Eleni's grandson Nicholas being born at the Sydney Children's Hospital just up the road from me here. Eleni would walk down High Street quite often, several times, to visit her mum and baby in the hospital, and decided it was an ideal location for the next chapter of Bar Colucci. Eleni sadly passed away in 2011, and Luigi also sadly passed away in 2014. But just before that, he was still dropping in here up at High Street to entertain customers with his rendition of Oh Sole Mio and That's Amore, plus throwing a few air boxing moves around as well. What a great memory that was. Such a local legend and a great purveyor of the Italian culture here in Randwick and throughout, in fact, the entire eastern suburbs. Now, this lockdown is certainly starting to have an impact on the housing market. However, Randwick house prices have had a fantastic run recently. In 2021, this year, the median price for a 4-bedroom home in Randwick is sitting at 3.1 million, which is a 12.7% uplift on last year and a whopping 750,000 uplift since the end of 2019. The median price for 5-bedroom houses in Randwick has seen a huge 22% rise from last year, up to $4.3 million. The changes caused by lockdowns in our society, including working from home and homeschooling, are undoubtedly key factors in this incredible market lift. Prices for apartments in Randwick are still solid. However, increases in the median price are less than half compared to houses based on last year's prices. For those owning a 4 and 5 bedroom house here in Randwick, it looks like a great time to get a market appraisal on your property. So by all means, please call me on 0418 278 316 so I can provide you a trusted advisor, professional, very, very experienced opinion backed by 2,500 sales over a 30-year career. The Connolly family were fun to grow up with and are a great example of the vibrancy that European cultures have brought to the eastern suburbs of Sydney. And I'm personally determined to celebrate our cosmopolitan history and relive the local stories that have made this fantastic area what it is today. And no lockdown can ever change that. I'm also currently selling a strata commercial medical suite in High Street, and that's at 66 High Street, strata suite number 5D. So keep smiling, always remember your home is worth more with Adrian Bo, and stay safe.